All right, doing a little pour over here. Ethiopian Yirgacheffe. I've ground fresh 33 grams. This is the coffee here. Ground 33 grams. Make sure your setting's right. So that's for our cone. Got a scale. You don't need an expensive scale. This one's kind of expensive. You can do a timer. Clock's ticking away now if I want to add water every 30 seconds or whatever. If you look up here, coffee's really bloomy or gassy. That's because it's fresh. This was roasted on the 2nd of January. It's really important that your roaster gets you fresh coffee. It's kind of like a cinnamon bun. It's good fresh, but it's not so good old. The other thing is the quality of coffee. So you can see here that these are all complete whole beans. Complete whole beans. When there's pieces and chunks of beans, that's a lower quality coffee. And what roasters do to mitigate that is they'll buy a cheaper coffee with defects. Insect damage is usually the case with pieces of beans. And by dark roasting that coffee, you can hide it. You can see we don't do very dark. Dark roasting our grade of coffee, the top specialty grade, would be like taking a really nice steak well done. It would be a tragedy, particularly this Ethiopian Yirgacheffe, something that may be hard to get in the future. There is a conflict there right now. Coffee is really important in Ethiopia, so the faction that attacks the coffee is going to find themselves in trouble maybe. So started off with the timer. I actually used it this time about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Got my boiling water with my kettle. V-60 pour over is a really easy, simple way of doing things. You can get yourself an inexpensive digital scale, get yourself an inexpensive kettle. Again, this has the gooseneck, so it's a little different. And get yourself a good quality coffee. The spirals in the V-60 are to the right, the ceramic spirals. So as you can see, I'm pouring to the right. Because I do a 33 gram, which is a 2-cup brew, I find it does better. And there's always someone here to drink the other cup, or I'll drink them both. But what we find is, doing a 17 gram single, it works. But if I'm going to use a paper and I'm going to make a pot of coffee or a cup of coffee, I might as well make 2. So, like the single portafilter on the espresso machine, doesn't make a nice as espresso as a double portafilter, I find. Same with brewing 2 pots of coffee at once. So V-60 pour over, that's the best way to do it at home. If you've got an espresso machine on your wish list for the new year, I would say don't bother. Get yourself a kettle, some proper filters. Always important to use the right filter. We only use the Hario filter that goes with the V-60 kit. Other filters will change the taste. So this is an Ethiopian Yirgacheffe. It's a medium roast. Again, it was roasted on the 2nd. Today is the 4th. So it's about the time that the coffee is ready. Coffee needs a day of rest from roasting is best. But it can go more than 1 day. So pretty simple. I did a 33 gram brew here. And the filter, and it's taken me a whole 3 minutes or so, and I've got a nice pot of coffee. Just watched a neat video. If you want to keep your coffee hot, the best way is the microwave. If you steam off the espresso machine to reheat your coffee, so if this coffee was to be cold in half an hour, I could reheat it in the microwave. Yeah, Happy New Year's.